What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you all. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It is Monday, July the 8th, 2024. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is another live edition of Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. We're also live over on Twitch. We're also live over on Twitter, wherever you're at right now. Show us some love if you're on Twitter, but if you're on YouTube, more importantly, if you're on the tubes here, hit the subscribe, hit the share, hit that bell notification, be notified when we go live here every single week. But this is Steve's Kitchen. What's going on, everyone? I am Steve. What is up, everyone? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend doing what you guys normally do, whatever it might have been. I was in Virginia over the weekend. It was my cousin's anniversary party. It was fun. Had a good time. Had a couple drinks, spent with the family, watched some soccer games, Euros and Copa America. It was crazy to think that both tournaments end this week. So there's that too. Might have seen the final Euro tournament appearance from one Cristiano Ronaldo, and as well as Toni Kroos, as both Germany and Portugal were both eliminated from the Euros over the literally this past weekend and all that stuff. And it's crazy to think, right? It was crazy to think this past weekend, whether it's Copa America, whether it's Euros, it was the battle of Real Madrid as a whole, right? But nonetheless, there's more games happening this coming week, I think. Let me just check the Foot Mob app here real quick. Here we go. Tomorrow it is France versus Spain in the semis, and Argentina versus Canada. Argentina versus Canada also in the Copa America semifinal. Canada, bro. I know I might have went off on Canada, but you know what? I'm gonna be honest here, yo. Canada is Peru premium. That's right. They are Peru premium. That's what they are. And they're playing Argentina in the semifinals of the Copa America. And then on Wednesday, you have Netherlands versus England at 3 p.m. And then you have at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, Colombia versus Uruguay. And I can't wait to see people use this as competition on Wednesday, but that's no here or there. And yes, Safet, you do make a valid point. Don't forget the 2024 Olympics are coming. I'm aware of that. Let's go Team USA. Why the hell not? What's up? It's crazy. What's going on, J-Mac? What's up? It's crazy that we're at a point where Cena is retiring from wrestling. Yeah, it doesn't really... It feels crazy, right, to think that that's actually happening. I know right now I'm alone. I'll be joined by Chase in a little bit here. But it's crazy to think, right? Cena is literally on his way out. Cena is literally hanging him up. Well, it's gonna be a crazy. No, let me correct myself here. It's gonna be an interesting 2025 for WWE in general. They are literally going to go into 2025 with Raw going to Netflix, WrestleMania going to Vegas, right? They had a lot of good things happen. And then, of course, you have John Cena on his retirement tour, which is going to do big business for WWE. Tickets are going to move. Tickets are going to be expensive. So get ready for that as well. Palu writes, what's going on, brother? Peru needs to rehaul at the top. I'm tired of fucking losing. You're not the only one. There's a Peruvian streamer that I watch. He covers soccer and all that stuff. Fanodric. And he said it he said it very well. I'm gonna say it in English here. To be Peruvian is to suffer. Is to get used to disappointments. But like I said before, Canada is Peru premium. They are Peru premium. We share just one similarity. The flag is sort of the same, right? Even though they are like the better brother, right? Like they have a better way of living, good health coverage for all their citizens, right? But you thought, for a while, the only thing you thought was, hey, the only thing they're not good at, the only thing they're not better than us is soccer and food. And now here they are. They're beating not just us in soccer. They beat Venezuela in soccer. Venezuela, which is Peru 2.0. Peru, you being Peruvian, you know what I mean with that. All right. And now I'm not alone here. We're joined by my good brother here, all the way from beautiful California, the one, the only Chase. What's going on, Chase?
Nothing much, Steve. How you doing?
Good, brother. Good. I know you're happy. Netherlands are in the semifinals of the Euro Cup this coming Wednesday.
Wednesday, we're gonna kick your boy Jude Bellingham's ass.
Should be a good game, bro. Should be a good game, but we'll see how things go. But good to see that you guys are thriving. Good, great to think that the tournaments are coming to an end this coming weekend, both Copa America and the Euros. See you repping the jersey too. Similar.
This is John Cena.
I know the Cena colors. That's what I was trying to get to that.
No, this is a John Cena jersey.
There you go. What's up, bro?
This is like came out in 2004. It came out. This is an OG original. Has the old WWE logo on there.
Does it really?
Logo. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is an OG jersey. This is the Maroon 54. Came out when he was going for the WWE Championship. This is like the start of like the John Cena jersey thing they were doing.
Yeah, I remember that. You had that one. You had the military version of it, and
yeah, I have the orange one too. But that one's the chalk line re-release, not the original.
Yeah, but a lot to get into. Again, we just had Brandon Brown writes here. Cena said Vince is gone. Well, I am too.
Oh, come on.
I don't know about that. But there was the last stuff went down this weekend in the world of wrestling. Also in boxing, I guess Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz went at it. But what overshadowed everything was John Cena's announcement at Money in the Bank. His announcement that he announces his retirement from WWE. Now, Chase, I'm sure just like, when I heard the whole thing, at first I thought, wait, that's it? It's over? Like, I was kind of in shock. Like, it didn't really, I wasn't expecting it, right? Not in the sense of, because, eventually people, the time comes, right? And, you hang them up, what have you. But you just didn't expect to hear that on Saturday. You know what I mean? And then you hear it, and then he goes in the media script, and he goes more into details about his retirement. What was your overall take, Chase, when you heard the announcement? Oh, he's retiring and all that stuff. Before knowing the details.
I was shocked. I was just like, damn, he's actually retiring. Like, he's kind of been pseudo-retired, but this time he's like really saying like he's done. Like, he's not gonna wrestle. It's the last time is now tour is gonna be happening. And he didn't even like lead it up. There was no usual hoopla where he was like, oh, Toronto, da, 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 like screaming, hyping up the fans. He just randomly was like, as the fans were still cheering, as his music was dying down, he goes, I'm here to announce my retirement of the WWE. And it was like, what? That's it? Like, what? And then the way he made it seem like it was like, oh shit, like he retiring, like he's gonna be done at Mania. Like, that was crazy. But then once he said the press conference, it made me feel a lot better, especially for those that probably can't make the Royal Rumble, can't make the trip to Elimination Chamber, can't make the trip to Mania. Cena's looking to do like 30 plus dates from January to December. But yeah, it was shocking. I was just like, damn, Cena's really retiring. But I need John Cena to be returned to Super Cena form. If the Cena we've been seeing where he's just been like, putting over the young talent, helping that's not my John Cena. I need the freaking same old shit John Cena, 5 moves of doom. I need the running shoulder shove, the spin out power bomb. You can't see me, and I get pissed when he's like setting up for the AA or the STF. Man, that's what I need, man. I need that in my John Cena, not like this new older Cena. I get it, that Cena, he's probably protecting himself, but he probably doesn't have any movie projects. He probably has said like, you know what, I really want to take this time next year to say goodbye to the WWE fans, as he would call us, the WWE universe. So it makes sense for him to maybe like light it up on the movie schedule. He was in town anyways because
Yeah.
Peacemaker is filming out there in Canada, which made sense when he came out because I was all like, oh yeah, Peacemaker is filmed there. That makes sense. But yeah, so it was definitely shocking, but it's cool that like he's coming to like grips, and I feel like Cena, he's like the last actual known star for like the casual fans besides like maybe Randy Orton from his era. Like Orton and Batista were known, but Orton I feel like got more known because of the memes, the arcade out of nowhere memes. And then Batista, he got more appreciated after his run in WWE. While with Cena, like I remember being like, even though like I was like more of a hardcore wrestling fan, people still fucks with John Cena. Like John Cena is
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I mean, you guys can't see because I blurred my background, but one of the belts behind me is the WWE Championship spinner. Like I got that for a reason. It's because Cena's been one of my on and off again favorites. I always appreciate the work that John Cena did, and a lot of people they'll have their strong opinions that he killed the business and all that other stuff. And there's a lot of people that hate John Cena, and that's totally fine. Like I understand the people that hate John Cena, but
Yeah, me too.
I'm someone that I appreciate what we got with Cena because he was truly like the last like real mega star that like pro wrestling had, where he just felt like bigger than the company. Like people knew who John Cena was. Even like I remember being a little kid, like my friends, they stopped watching wrestling, but they would still ask me like, "Oh, how's John Cena doing?" Like they still ask about Cena. Like it's like John Cena, Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio. Those are like the three that were like larger than life, but Cena larger than anyone else. So yeah, it was a bummer, but I'm glad he's come to terms.
Me too. You ever get those? Oh, he's still wrestling. Comments from people like
No,
back in the day.
actually, people are shocked more that he's not wrestling as much than he's still wrestling. Like it's funny, I get that more for Randy Orton. When I say Randy Orton's still wrestling, people Randy Orton, like I'm like, guys, Cena and Randy Orton start around the same time. It's not like this novel concept, but yeah, I get more like Randy Orton and like Edge, like they're shocked that they're still wrestling more than like John Cena. Like people like Cena, like they just think that
They
that's all
do.
he does. Well, the thing was, I think most casual fans just think that that's what Cena does when he's not filming movies. They just think he comes back and he wrestles for 6 months when he's not, which is not the case. Cena doesn't come back as often and stuff.
It
So
doesn't. You know what it is too is like as you get older, you learn to appreciate them. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah,
Like I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those fans growing like back then, like 2013, 2012. Like y'all, I had it up to here with Cena. Had up to here with him. Always beats everybody. Didn't put anybody over. I was one of the he should have put over the Nexus 2010 and SummerSlam and all that stuff, right? And as you get older, you learn to have a new kind of appreciation. It's like, appreciate him now while he's still here. Because again, this ride might come to an end, and just like you, I'm happy that he's come to terms of when he's hanging him up. Again, it's going to be December 2025. And again, this is the last hurrah, bro, the last ride, if you will, the last dance, the last ride, the last time of John Cena. Again, for some people, I know Michael Cole calls him the greatest of all time. That's up for discussion, right? But as far as his contribution as a humanitarian with the Make-A-Wish, no one was touching him. Nobody.
oh yeah.
That being said, there's people saying, "Oh, who should be his last match?" Because again, the way I look at it, right, he's working 40 dates. Out of those 40 dates, most of them will be appearances. It's not like he's gonna wrestle every
No,
single.
no, I think he's gonna wrestle. I think he's literally like committed to like this whole. He wants to get the like, dude. No one's gonna be set. Like, if you pay good money to go see John Cena and one of his last time is like he'll do tag matches. I'm pretty sure. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like main event Jey Uso, him and him have a tag team title run. Like they just give him the tag belts and they let Cena just do hot tags and stuff. Like I could see that. That's something I could see. Like, I mean, there's stuff people still want Cena to do. I mean, he has two things that a lot of people want him to do: win the IC title, so he becomes a Grand Slam because he's never held the IC belt, or he goes for 17. He has to go. Honestly,
At WrestleMania.
no, Mania, you can't do that. I mean, you could, but keep in mind, he said January through December. It's not like like you can't blow 17. I feel 17. You got to go at SummerSlam that year. SummerSlam 2025. Cena versus Gunther or whoever the champion is
Yeah.
for number 17. That, like, I feel WrestleMania should be like a tribute. Like, I feel like his WrestleMania match, one, I think Cena should choose his opponent. Two, I think it should be Randy Orton just because like of what they meant for each other's careers. And I think that, you know, Orton and Cena, they never really got that WrestleMania match. So I think that would be a good match. And I think it's one that, you know, Cena will take, because let's be real, you know, John Cena, he's been very passive in the later years of his career, just taking whatever WWE gives him and just saying, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that and stuff. And it's like you could tell by his work he's not really interested in it. Like, look at the Theory match. The Theory match, he literally just told Austin Theory, we're just doing the hits, kid. We're not doing it, whatever. Because Austin Theory can go. And a lot of people thought, oh, this is going to be the match where people realize how good of an in-ring talent Theory is. Cena's going to give him one of those classic 15, like, you know, the United States Open Challenge bangers from John Cena. So, like, a lot of people thought that. And no, I was just Cena playing the hits. And then when he faced Solo, it was like a weaker version of Cena playing the hits. And you can tell John Cena, he just wasn't really taking anything that they were giving him. So I think at this time, like, I honestly do think that, or maybe you do Cena versus whoever the Intercontinental Champion is at WrestleMania, seeing if he can capture that belt, like, you know, seeing if he can become a Grand Slam champion. So that's something that you could do. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities that you could do and stuff, but like, I think the IC title, and for sure they got to do, can Cena get number 17? That match right there, that's already box office.
It's like, gonna be big. Big. Oh my god, it's gonna be big business.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I
But
mean?
no, I think he's wrestling a majority of these appearances. I don't think people would pay their hard-earned money just to see John Cena just do a promo. Like, that's not worth your money. You got to at least get a match out of him.
All I want to see from this last run, right? John Cena versus Randy Orton, whether it be WrestleMania or, you know, whatever it may be. John Cena versus CM Punk, Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
If not Money in the Bank, you know, I think it was Salmon who said this. Shout out to him on this one. The first Raw on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, to recreate that magic that they had when that's my favorite Cena match. A lot of people don't know that's my favorite John Cena match is the Cena versus Punk. That Raw
driver.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that match was fucking insane. Like that was crazy that match like had less time than their Money in the Bank Instant Classic, their SummerSlam match in 2011, and their Night of Champions match. But that in 2012 was that Night of Champions one?
2011-ish.
No,
Rio.
No, because Punk was feuding with Triple H at that time.
Yeah, right. 2012.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. 2012, because 2012 or 20, whatever Punk was a heel. Yeah, when Punk was a heel.
Tweeting it up a little bit. Yeah. Dare I even say, you know what? Work with some young faces. You know, work with the Carmelo Hayes. Work with the Braun Breaker. I'm not just saying that that's my guy. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you know, go for number 17. Yeah, go for 17. Whether it's the last thing he does.
I feel the crowd's gonna be so hyped for that too. Like, you know, because I was in attendance when Cena fought Roman, and this is before Roman became, you know, like Roman was still finding his footing as tribal chief, but he wasn't as over as a tribal chief as he is like now. But but when Cena, I was so used because keep in mind, I went to a lot of WWE events when Cena was the top guy. It would be that initially you hear his music, the little girls and kids would scream, and then they'd be ooh, like just boos out of the fucking building for this guy. Like, it was bad. I remember Cena and Roman the first time, No Mercy. I remember going to that match, and freaking Roman, and this is Steve knows. Steve was probably in the worst Roman Reigns crowd at WrestleMania 32 when Roman was getting booed out the building. Could not even do any. I literally was like, who are fans gonna cheer for? And then straight up, when Roman's music hits, it was Boo City. And I said, I guess Cena's the favorite. And then Cena's music hits, and it's the usual boo. I was like, does anyone like anyone at this match? And they even chatted the match. We don't like either of you or something like that. They like
you both talk.
You both talk. And then Cena trying to walk out and stuff. But it was so weird when he came out in SummerSlam 2021, because I just thought, okay, people have missed him, but sooner or later, this is SummerSlam. It's in Vegas. Sure, yes, I know the pandemic is still a thing and people probably weren't traveling that much, but the fans are going to boo him by SummerSlam. and straight when his music hit, I could not believe the majority, like the enormous pop, and there was no boos. Like I was just like, what the what is this really John Cena entering?
Way, right? Like, oh shit! What world am I in?
Yeah, I'm so used to this guy getting fucking booed every minute, and then he's just getting cheered. And then WrestleMania was even more mind-boggling to me because there's probably people that have grew up and hated Cena, wanting Theory to win, and literally everyone else in next to they were cheering for John Cena. I was like, oh, who's going for Cena Theory? Oh, Cena. Yeah, we're going for Cena. Yeah, like he got people to come early to the building for WrestleMania 39. And I remember when he came out, obviously it helped he had the Make-A-Wish kids, but when he came out and there was a huge amount of cheers, I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. What crazy how much you miss someone when they're not around often, because he literally was just like over like at that time. So
yeah, he was.
So I can only imagine if he's going for number 17, fans that have the appreciation, fans that want to see if he can, to steal a word from my boy Cody, finish the story, do something historic that has never been done in wrestling history, like 17-time champ. Like I would love, I could care less if it's only a month title reign. I feel especially because WWE, I think WWE owes a lot to Cena as well for being such a trooper. And plus, they still own his fucking name. A lot of people don't know this. John Cena sold his name to the WWE. So they should give that back to him as well. But if you don't want to give it back to him, at least make him the 17-time world champion. I get it. Ric Flair was like a 1921 world champion based off some random history books or whatever. I don't care. I feel like at 17-time, I was there for when I saw 16-time, and I remember how emotional I got. I will legit be crying if 17-time happens.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, yo, even making the thumbnail today for Kitchen, like, damn, bro, like this is really happening. Like, I remember watching this dude. I was in middle school when this dude was, on the rise. I was like, what, 14-year-old me, right? Mm-hmm. And now here I am, a 34-year-old man. He's again, arguably the biggest star the company's ever had, right? Like you said, some people thought, oh, he killed the business, what have you. But to see him, like, again, bro, and I said this earlier, right? It's crazy to think that in this past weekend, right, I might have seen the final Euro appearance of Cristiano Ronaldo. I for sure seen the final appearance of Tony Kroos. And now here I am hearing John Cena retiring. Like, holy shit, bro. What a crazy time.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really is. So, again, man, when they do this tour, bro, it's going to be big business for WWE. Ticket sales are going to go through the roof.
Oh, and that's another thing, man. It's just such a great marketing strategy by WWE. They know, like, it's a way to stay red hot. It's just like what they're doing marketing wise, especially like, I'm pretty sure. See, like, if you see that John Cena, one of his last stops is going to be Newark, even though you are going to WrestleMania next year, you might still stop by. I know I'm going to try to see if some friends want to go to, like, if Cena does a match here in Anaheim or Los Angeles, like I'm for sure going to go.
Dude.
I also hope,
Center, MSG, yeah, for sure, dude.
I also hope that, like, they work a deal out to, like, try to get him on some live events, because the live events are really like what, like, there's that term sickos that gets thrown around, or the WWE sickos. That's where the real matches happen a lot of the time. Some of the best matches you'll see are at these WWE live events. And I hope that, Cena gives props to those smaller towns that they do the WWE lives for and goes to those shows as well. I don't know if, like, that's something they can work out, because, like, let's be real, 40 weeks out of the 40 dates that he's working, and we don't even know if those dates means 40 weeks. Like, if he's going to be drafted to a brand, if he's free agent, because there's 52 weeks in the year. If he works 40 dates, that's 40 weeks out of the 52. That's a lot. But, like, if he's just working 40 dates, you can kind of like spread it out and stuff. But I hope he works a lot, to be honest, because I feel a lot of people should just appreciate what we have and stuff. But yeah, that, like, I don't know, December, I think you have to call the pay-per-view. You have to tribute the pay-per-view to Cena next December.
You gotta give him his own PLE.
Yeah,
give him the last time. It's called the last time.
The last time, the end. Yeah, the last time is now. WWE presents the last time is now.
And you could do like 4 or 5 matches, right? Like they're doing now, right? Keep it
That's
simple.
a PLE that deserves like only 4 or 5 matches. Like you don't
4 or
need
5
like
matches, right?
yeah.
4 or 5 matches. And you could do a match that I guess is like had a connection to Cena, a certain stipulation, what have you, right? People that actually looked up to Cena, you know what I mean? And I'm sure it'll be everybody. Everybody will try to get on that card, you know what I mean? But the main event, you know what? Do John Cena. It could be Randy Orton, it could be CM Punk, it could be whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? So time will tell. Just that right here. It was shocking when John Cena said he's retiring. Yeah, it was. It really, it's bad. It's crazy, bro. When all these media outlets, right, picked up on it, poster articles, headline news. So it's like, yeah, bro, this is crazy. This is crazy for sure. But also factor in this was Money in the Bank, and also NXT Heatwave that went down this weekend. I didn't get to watch them live, being that I was in Virginia, so I caught the replays, literally the day after and all that stuff. And Chase, what was your overall thoughts on Money in the Bank?
I thought it was a good show for the most part, a fun one. I didn't think it was outstanding, but I've been seeing people hating on the show, and I'm just like, guys, King and Queen of the Ring happened. Like that was way worse than Money in the Bank.
Oh, for sure, dude.
I thought it was a good show live. There's some booking decisions. I think this one is more, and this is more of the theme that I always tell people when you review shows, you got to take sometimes your bias out of the way, and you got to understand that not everything is going to go based on how you want it to be booked. Like for example, I wanted Braun Breaker to beat Sami Zayn. I felt that was the right decision. Sami Zayn ended up beating Braun Breaker, and I was mad about it. I was like, oh, that sucks. But then I was just like, you know what? Sami Zayn did just beat Gunther. It's not like Sami Zayn's some bum, and it wasn't like the match was horrible. If the match was horrible and they didn't deliver, then I would have definitely said, oh, that was a bad decision. Because
for sure,
you have to have salvaged the bad match with at least a shocking title win. But for that, I've seen a lot of people saying they wasted the Money in the Bank, and I'm just going to be honest here when I say it. Like they were gonna waste that Money in the Bank regardless who won that ladder match. Like people need to understand that Money in the Bank was going to be wasted. It was going to be wasted regardless who won. I don't know how many times, and this is how I know wrestling fans never watch past wrestling. They only watch what's in the present. Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso. He's an underdog. Underdog wrestlers don't win big things unless the timing is right. Triple H is treating Jey Uso like it's Jeff Hardy. Go watch SmackDown in 2008, and when Jeff Hardy was on his rise, or 2007, I should say, but 2008, I can't remember what year he was on the rise. 2008, I want to say. Go watch those times, and then you will see. Oh, okay, this is what he's trying to do with Jey Uso. That'll give you a good idea. Chad Gable, all respect to him, he was not winning that Money in the Bank, nor is he in a prime position to become a world champion. Andrade, bro, speed champion. I don't even need to go into details about that. Carmelo Hayes, he was not cashing in and being successful on Cody Rhodes. All right, let's be realistic with yourself. Do you think Melo was going to hit there? No, Melo was going to miss. Melo don't miss most of the time, but he was going to miss if he tried to. Yeah, this one he would have missed. Who else is in this match, Steve? I'm trying to think. Drew won, and
you kind of knew that was gonna. You knew that was gonna happen. Yeah. You knew. But
once you saw that they opened, you should have known Drew was going to win because they were going to try to further the storyline with Drew and CM Punk. That should have been complete obvious. I can't even think of who this. Oh, LA Knight, yeah.
LA Knight. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Logan Paul didn't interfere. I was expecting a run-in or something.
I don't know if he's allowed in Canada, Steve.
Right.
Yeah, forgot. I think he has some issues going on right now.
Or someone would have like thrown a prime bottle at him or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, no, I'm just being honest when I say this. That Money in the Bank, no matter who you chose, that was going to be wasted. And if that was, because you could tell, because that's how they were going to book it in the first place. It's not like Triple H had a plan to use the money because, guys, Triple H has said this. He even said this in the WrestleMania documentary. I have a GPS and it tells me where I need to go. The GPS did not include the Money in the Bank. He said, fuck this thing. I don't want it this year for the men. He had it last year. He did it with Damian Priest. He had no plans with anyone with the Money in the Bank. That was going to be wasted. So you might as well have wait. Now, did I like how it got executed? No, not really. Maybe because it got, muggy
Predictable.
with Priest not kicking out. I was confused. I thought Seth Rollins won the world title and stuff like that. And then Drew came out, and I was like, Drew, what are you doing? You should have came out after the match. Like,
It's crazy enough too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think people were complaining, oh, it's a botched pinfall, it's a botched pin. No, I really think, honestly, they were probably waiting for Drew music to hit, and the timing was off on the music.
Well, because
it's like he hit the finisher, hit the move, and then you get the rest. You get the gist.
Yeah, no, well, because like also too, if you notice when Rollins was doing the pin, the lights go up at 2. So normally when the lights go up at the wrestling show, that means the music is about to hit. So I was like, oh, is Rollins winning off this? But I think it's what you said. I think there was a timing issue and stuff. Like it didn't look good for Priest. So like, come on, man, you should have at least tried to kick out there, even if it was a timing issue. Yeah, just do that. Just do something quick. Like if it's less, you got to think on your feet there. Like that was just something. Like I'm pretty sure he was hard on himself afterwards, but you still got to kick out and stuff. But yeah, no, like I just didn't like how it was super executed because I felt you could have, especially because they were like, oh, this is great because now you're building up to CM Punk and Seth Rollins again. And I'm like, guys, CM Punk can't. Seth Rollins can't challenge for the title as long as Damian Priest is champion. Don't matter if Gunther's champion, and unless you're really riding that Damian Priest is going to be Gunther, which that's going to be a crazy, crazy booking, especially because Priest hasn't beat anyone fucking clean, and Gunther is like the clean beating machine. Like he wins all the time clean.
Oh, of course. And then now it makes you think what this match could look like a SummerSlam. Yeah. What's it going to look like? We basically knocked out 2 matches in one here. We could keep it going here with this. We did we actually knocked out 3 matches. We talked about Sam, we talked about Brock, we talked about the Intercontinental title, the men's Money in the Bank, and the world title. We had the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We had Tiffany Stratton, Chelsea Green, Io Sky, Ladder Valkyria, Naomi, and Zoe Stark. My, Zoe Stark took a beating in this match.
Oh yeah, dude. First one in the building, Steve. You know that. She was first one there. She was practicing her bumps. She was ready for this, man. I like this. I like this. I thought it was a fun car crash. It was a botchy for sure.
That was fine too. I was fine with it. I like the homage that Chelsea Green did to her TNA days. This was TNA. Impact. She was on top of the ladder and then she just lands on tables and shit.
So clean too, how she executed. It could have gone like she must know like where to land or something because that looked really smooth how she landed through.
She was like ready to just fall. She was ready to fucking fall and shit. And it's funny because I seen like fan footage from people who who were at the show and all that stuff, and it looked like the table or the ladder was at, and where the table it just looked from that distance. It was kind of off. So it's like, oh shit, she might really like fuck up this landing. And then you watch and it's like, oh shit, she actually hit this to a fucking tee. Not like the center of the table, but like on the side. But still broke the table and shit. So that was cool. Both of them, yeah. Both of them at the same time. But every woman I feel like had a moment to shine here, right? Which was important here.
I don't know about Lara Valkyria. She was
Lara is was she really gonna win though? No.
I didn't think she had a moment to shine in this match. I was just saying, like, Naomi did the split sting. Io did the Michinoku driver to Zoe Starks. Zoe Starks took all the bumps. That was crazy. That was probably my favorite spot. I could not believe. I was just like, "What are you gonna?" Because at first I thought she was. What was the move that Callisto used to do? The Samurai Del Sol?
Samurai Del Sol, yeah,
that move. Who did he do that to? Was that Jey Uso or one of the Wyatts?
I think it was one of those. You talking about like this had to have been like 2016, 2015.
It was like a ladder match. He had a ladder match and he hit that move, and it was like one of the craziest. I literally thought she was
Salito del Sol. Salito del Sol. There you go.
Del Sol. There we go.
What's going on, Walty?
I thought she was trying to hit a C4. I literally thought she was trying to hit a C4. Yeah, and then all of a sudden she just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to apologize."
Exactly. But Tiffany won. Tiffy time. Where do we go? This is where you make this is where you hold her. This is where it's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of a cash in when it does happen. This you let her hold on to for a couple of months. And who knows, maybe SummerSlam, maybe, but I do prefer a couple more months to let her hold on to this briefcase.
It's crazy how over she is. Every area she goes, Tiffy time hits, and these fans pop like she's like from their country.
Yes, yeah, she is Canada too, bro. It's Canada.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like every country she goes to, like literally her music hits and she gets like a huge pop. It's amazing.
The best women's ladder match ever.
It was great. I liked it a lot.
It was good. Yes, it was. Walter, what do you think of the women's ladder match overall?
It started a little botchy. Let's put it that way.
A little botchy.
But they went all out. They did. I got to give credit to all women in the match. I mean, they did their thing. They took a lot of spots that they didn't have to do. So, like I know a lot of people shared the Michinoku driver one with Io and Zoe, but I think that they got the winner right. Obviously, they're very heavily, they're gonna push Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, of course, they're gonna push her
to the moon.
Next couple of months, she's gonna get the push, yo.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
So they're very high on her. Super high, and it makes sense. Look at the reaction she got. Like, yeah, Chelsea Green probably got a louder one, but that's kind of home country-ish.
Dude, what? It makes you now. I don't now. Is Raw still in Canada tonight, or is it back in the
Ottawa.
States?
It's in Ottawa.
Oh, dude. Okay, cool. So you're gonna get more of this Canadian crowd, more of this ovation, more of this reaction. Making the playwrights here. I'm not gonna lie. John Cena announced his retirement. I started crying, and life just set in. Yeah, the people who felt that way, like, yo, for real, like, life just set in. Like,
yeah, it took a turn for sure. At least I know you guys probably talked about it at the beginning, but like John Cena, I mean, he's been around basically forever for me. Like, this guy's been so when I started watching, he's basically there already.
Like the last match, Walter, if I remember correctly, it was me, you, and I went to MSG. The last time he wrestled that we remember was a dark match. It was him that being Cena teaming up with Dom and Ray to take on the Bloodline in a dark match.
That was that live match. I was 2 years ago almost.
Yeah,
it was cool to see. I mean, obviously he's not the same, but I'm glad he's getting this one last run. I think he deserves it for all the time he's put. Like this WWE was his life. Still kind of is, so he deserves it. I've been.
They own his fucking name. They own his name.
Bro,
exactly.
This deserves the Netflix Netflix document. This deserves like the Last Dance treatment. This is what this deserves, bro.
Yeah, you'll definitely get some nice documentary from it.
It needs to be like a 10-part series, 10-part dedicated to John Cena.
And hopefully, Triple H and the whole booking, the creative staff. They'll do him right.
Cover everything, the good, the bad.
No, I'm talking about his last run, like with his opponents.
No, but you splice that in though. Like you splice in his last run, but then you also talk about his rise, right? From his attempts to becoming a bodybuilder to going into OVW, going, from ruthless aggression on June 27th, 2002, which was on my birthday, by the way.
That's why you remember.
Oh my goodness, guys!
In between, you slice in, the last, his final run. You slice in, but then he goes from U.S. Doctor of Thugonomics, U.S. title run.
I still can't believe he compared his birthday to Johnson's debut.
He doesn't remember the date.
It was on my birthday. Like, remember this. Kurt Angle.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Real, go back, go check.
It's just crazy
the way you just slid that in.
The way you that's like me being like, man, when Edge faced Ric Flair on my birthday, like, who cares? It's
the same
day. And I'm just saying, Edge and Ric Flair happened on my birthday. TLC Monday Night Raw, January 16th.
I can't remember what happened on mine. Shit.
You think that's crazy, bro? The pipe bomb happened on my birthday as well.
not taking credit. Dude, do you see this guy? He's like literally taking credit. Oh, John Cena's debut happened on my birthday. The pipe bomb happened on my birthday. Dude. Oh, Steve, his birthday's full of superstars, man. Ain't that right?
John Cena retired because remember he went 1-on-1 against the Undertaker. Holla, player from Dark Sage. What's going on, brother? So I hope John Cena have his last match at MSG if they go back for TV. It's gonna be in there. I don't know. I think honestly, if you have it has to be in Boston. It has to be Boston, right? TD Garden.
It could.
I'm ready for Cena retirement.
Either way, he's gonna
teens and my 20s.
He's gonna have a match at MSG for sure. He's gonna have a match at the TD Garden. Like those, I think that's settled for sure.
Bro, have you seen like these like fan made like montage videos on Twitter, bro?
Oh my! So my one friend who's watching, he texted because he's watching. He goes, Rey Mysterio won the world title on my birthday, but who cares what happened on your birthday? Like, what?
What, his first world title?
Yeah, he's
the one that Cena beat him with.
Wow.
The one that
the first one, the very first one.
Oh, WrestleMania 22,
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
Good time.
Chicago. Oh, that's another venue. That's another city that Cena is probably gonna wrestle.
Randy needs to be his last match. I've heard people
probably
say
his
that.
Match.
I mean, I would love for him to have a WrestleMania match. You know what I mean?
They never had one.
They never did. They had triple threat WrestleMania 24. Not my birthday.
I think it's appropriate, and it doesn't have to be a title match, but I think Cena going for 17 would be a nice.
Of course. Of course. Now, also, of course, Cena and Cody. Give me Cena and Cody, bro. Cena and Cody.
Oh yeah,
that could be the main.
Cody would love to work with Cena. Imagine the promos back and forth.
Do you think the fans are going to give tribute to Cody and they're going to boo him, and Cody's going to do the?
If there was ever a time for him to go heel, if there's ever a time for Cody to go heel,
if you want to win this 17th championship so bad, but you will never overcome what is the American nightmare.
Cody Rhodes. Romeo Donald writes here. World champ Gunther will be Cena's last match in a true Cena style. He will beat him for heel and his career. Oh,
yeah, that's
going to hold a title for that long. Are you serious? Damn, that's insane.
Darling. You know
WrestleMania, bro.
Triple H loves his gajillion title reigns.
Imagine coming down in a tank too. Like Gunther comes down in a tank. Oh, bro.
Triple H probably was having a brain aneurysm seeing that Ethan Page won a match and Trick didn't have an 8-month title reign. Like, oh, Sean, I don't know. I should have had won the belt for 8 months. I don't know why you let him lose in like less than 6 of the game. Like, he was probably freaking out when he saw Ethan Page winning.
Oh, shit. Jacob Fatu versus Cena Shub, take my money. Hey, another one too.
Like,
and I quit match. I quit match. Grab the ring rope and just We talked about Ethan Page moments ago. Let's talk about Heatwave too, which was I thought.
You didn't even talk about the main event.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, the main event.
I got something to say about this piece of shit.
Speaking of Jacob Fatu, yeah, he was in the main event. I don't know how the heck he made it to Canada. They said that WWE had to pull some strings here. They get him to cross the border.
Do you think one of the strings is we'll make sure The Rock shows up the next time we're in Canada? Dwayne will be there.
He ain't gonna be there.
No, the final boss will be there.
Mana.
He'll be there. And also Rock will give them a live supply of Taramana.
Yeah.
For life. You pick the flavor. There you go. But yeah, you had the bloodline of Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga versus Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. I thought this match was fine for what it was. There was, of course, the spot that we cannot ignore.
No,
Tonga Loa had one job, bro. Had one job.
What does
low blow? And I don't know what he went.
He gave a prostate exam. That's what
and then got the feel like, hey, yo, hey. He was copping the feel like, shit. Oh, there you go. And then Owen told a little fucking low blow like it's nothing, bro.
He even made Tama he hit Tama Tonga when he did the low blow. Yeah, he hit him in the face. But man, let's talk about this Solo Sikoa, this fat piece of shit who thinks he's a tribal chief. This is ridiculous.
You see the thing is the pain is fading away.
No Ula fall off for this motherfucker. This is the fakest tribal chief I've ever seen. This is a tyranny if I've ever seen one. Roman Reigns was a fair tribal chief, and it's ridiculous that now this guy is trying to claim he's a tribal chief. I am sick to my fucking stomach. And you know what? I cannot wait till Roman Reigns returns and punishes this big fat baby. I can't wait till he spanks them all around the arena, the football stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, when he returns at SummerSlam after my man Cody does 8 crossroads in a row to stop I don't even want to call them the bloodline. They're not even fucking related. This is the fakest bloodline I've ever seen. Like the Tongans are not even on your bloodline. Okay, makes no sense. We have 2 Tongans.
They're friend of the family, though.
Yeah,
friend of the family.
No, they're not a bloodline. They're a fake.
Part of the family.
They're a water line. They're not a bloodline. They're a water line. This is a water line if I've ever seen one. So I'm just here to tell you, I do not support them. This is not my bloodline. My bloodline was the tribal chief Roman Reigns, the greatest WWE World Heavyweight Champion that we have seen, the undisputed WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, 1,116 days as my WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. I can't. This hashtag not my bloodline. I don't know why you capitalize the L. So it's just but
just Grammarly did that. But whatever.
You're not my tribal chief, Solo. You do not deserve the Ula Fula. You do not deserve anything. And I cannot wait till Cody kills you at SummerSlam, and then the tribal chief eviscerates you from this earth. Piece of shit. Sick and tired. Tired of it.
Yeah, I wish I had my OG bloodline shirt right now because it was just the Usos and Roman with the wise man. I mean, it was good times back then. But
good time. Now,
what this is.
Based on what happened, yes, it's going to look like we're going to get to the SummerSlam. It's going to be Cody and Solo. And that's when we hear the WrestleMania Roman Reigns theme song as he makes his return.
I hate that theme.
You didn't like it? The WrestleMania 40
it sounds like Lila Valkyrias.
Okay, fine. We get blood. We get Roman.
Yeah, no, like don't get me wrong. It was good for WrestleMania, but that's his theme. Like that's not the theme that would strike fear in my what's it called in my heart as he would come
lost
out.
With that theme.
And then somewhere in the song here, that bam.
No,
and then it goes into the
big dog.
You never see that the live? Like if you Walter, you notice the rest.
The ending theme live. They do that and then they go back. Yeah, I heard it a bunch of times at WrestleMania 39 as the security was like, "All right, you gotta leave, sir." I'm like, "I'm still acknowledging the tribal chief. I ain't leaving."
I ain't leaving yet.
Chris Leclerc, Roman Reigns is the tribal chief.
Not my tribal. Well, listen. Once you're tribal chief forever, man.
Exactly.
Just like Rock is high chief. Solo is just
Solo
self-proclaimed.
He's saying he's the head of the table. Yeah, you're the head of the kids' table, bud. You're not the head of the real table. You're at the kids' table still with your crayons and your glue sticks.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy, man, to see what's going to happen from this.
What color crayons do you think Solo Sikoa eats? Like, what color do you think he eats?
Probably orange.
Right?
Probably orange.
He thinks it tastes like orange. Like, oh, I'm Solo Sikoa. Oh, this crayon looks good. Oh, like that's what he does.
He's the crayon monster.
Yeah, the crayon monster.
So
and then he definitely eats glue. Like Solo Sikoa thinks glue is like the greatest scene of all time.
Sammy's more bloodline than Solo. Yeah. Yeah, I love Roman Reigns' WrestleMania theme song for making the play. Solo is the watered down tribal chief.
Yeah, he's the water chief. He's the fake chief.
Not even a tribal chief.
He's like the Killmonger to Roman Reigns is T'Challa. Like he thinks he's the tribal chief just because he barely did shit. Like oh, I stayed around after WrestleMania. I'm the tribal chief. That's not how it works here, buddy. All right, you have to win in tribal combat to call yourself tribal chief, bud.
Yeah, and again, being that we were at the inaugural tribal combat.
No, we gotta remember.
I mean, it was a great. I mean, I remember someone getting arrested, if I remember correctly. Someone.
You love this story.
So, but that's no hero there. We've said the story numerous times. Go back in the archives if you ever want to re-listen to that story. But also in Toronto, they weren't done.
Great Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. As a letter grade, I'll give it a C.
Yeah, C plus.
Give it a C. C. Again, you know,
B minus.
The one thing I'll say though, granted, had I not gone to Virginia, I would have said this. Hey, you know what? It's cool that it's not at 2 p.m. It's at 7 p.m. Right? It give me enough time to just do what I want to do. Still, you know what I mean? But you know, nevertheless, the next pay-per-view is at SummerSlam. Is in Cleveland, so
PLE, Steve, get it right.
I'm sorry, PLE. I apologize.
We don't want Bully Ray to kick our ass now because we're not saying
that. Bully. I'm sorry. We were there when you put Dixie through the table, but that's the story for a different day as well. Also, Solo having won a world title, the cost of tribal chief.
This guy hasn't won shit.
Hasn't won any title.
Well,
besides an NXT.
He wasn't eligible to win that North American Championship.
It's not even in the match.
Fake ring.
Not even in the match. But WWE wasn't done though. They were still in Toronto for one more night.
Oh, man.
NXT Heatwave, which I'm looking at Cage Match right now. This rating is a 9.36 out of 10. Now, I will say this. I know there's a lot of you out there who don't watch the Tuesday show. That's fine. But to come to their PLEs, they hit it out of the park. It may not be TakeOver no more, but the spirit of TakeOver.
This was just like one.
This was on another level. Like, oh my, I'm not even shitting you when I say this. That tag team title match is like top 5 WWE matches.
Bro, insane, dude. It was insane. What? What was it? What was it, a Canadian destroyed or break a fall, dude? Like, what in the world? Like,
they were like the opening match was a good opening match, and I was like, all right, that was good. And then Kalani Jordan and Sol Ruka had like their own Ricochet and Ospreay match where they were just doing a bunch of shit.
And don't tell Meltzer, bro. Meltzer's like, I
thought it was good. These two women are still learning how to control a match.
Exactly.
Like, it's not like they're. It's kind of like, you know, like they just went out there, showed off their athleticism. I loved it. It's a great match.
Me too.
Then that tag team title match happened, and that was phenomenal. Roxanne and Lola Vice, it's sad to say that was the worst match, but it wasn't even bad. It was just. It just felt
short. It felt like the ending was just like, all right, you get 3 pop rocks, and then that's it. I will say this, yeah, it was cool that, you know, Lola had to work her arm. That
this was good for Lola because she actually had to tell a story. Besides that, she's a former MMA fighter and she can kick.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it was good to see that she was working compromised, but even though just that 3 pop rocks, even though one of them kind of was a little bit.
She was rushing.
It's like, listen, we gotta give Shawn Spears his entrance. All right, so you better hurry this shit up.
Oh, come on. Yeah, Shawn Spears was good in that fatal 4-way. I was shocked. That was the and I tried to buy Javon Evans stock. It just went too high. I couldn't justify paying that kid. That was his first main event. First fucking main event. And yeah, but that was his first. And a PLE, and he did holy shit, that kid's good. That kid, I know so many people that like are probably got put in the same position as he is, and they don't live up to the expectations or the hype. Like he's supposed to just be there to like do some fun stuff. He stole the show. Like I was just like, holy shit!
And he ate the pin.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they put the title on him, I wouldn't be that mad. And now we know why Ethan Page was so nice in his interviews, and he was like praising. I love WWE so much. Hey, he won the title. Great backstage politicking ego.
Exactly, bro. Like, dude, how old is he? Like 20 years old, right?
Yeah,
he's 20 years old, bro. At 20 years old, you're still in wrestling school, like taking bombs, learning, spots, what have you, right? Or if not, okay, you're probably maybe taking local indies. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's working for the $50.
Yeah, looking for the $50. Looking, all right, can I ride with you? Whatever the fuck, I'll pay gas. But here he is, 20 years old, performing on the biggest stage of his career so far, because dude was made. Dude was made last night.
So comfortable in that main event too. Didn't feel like he was lost at any point. I hate to be a dick like this, but Trick Williams felt more lost than Javon Evans sometimes in that match. And I'm like, bro, Trick, you're world champion. This Javon Evans looks like he's been a world champion. Like, no offense, I like Trick Williams. I'm not trying to like take it, but in that match, there's times where he looked like he was just kind of like, where am I supposed to go here? Where am I supposed to go and stuff
exactly.
that wasn't the best Trick Williams performance. And I think Trick, he still has time to, he has the entrance, he has everything that you want in terms of being a top guy at the WWE level, but he definitely needs to like work on, like certain things for sure. And I think being a world champion, it was good for him. World champion in NXT standards, it was good for him, but it was one of those things where I just feel that like he got lost in the moment sometimes as champion, and that sometimes his matches just didn't deliver in terms of that. Like, so, but I wish him, but yeah, like I said, Javon Evans, he just amazed me in that match. Is he 21?
Well, according to Wikipedia, he's 20 years old. His birthday is April. It's April. Well, he's still. Well, you know what? Yeah, he is 21. April 29, 2004. So he's 20 years old.
20.
He's still 20.
Yeah. 20.
They're 20 years old, Chris Leclerc.
Sky's the limit
but
for him.
Duke can't even buy alcohol yet. Can't even buy alcohol legally.
Well, in Canada he can. He's fine to buy alcohol.
Well, in Canada, but normal in the
bouncy
States
over there.
But in the States, though, he can't buy alcohol. He can't go to the nightclubs. But here he is, like performing at this level.
What do you mean? Nightclubs are 18.
Yeah, but they put you can't give him alcohol.
He was born in 2004. That makes me
know what I mean?
old.
It's amazing, bro. It's fucking amazing.
But
yeah, Ethan Page did win the championship. Yeah. I've seen people online talk about, they fumbled the bag with him and this and whatnot.
What?
That's fumbling?
No, well, the other company. No. I just think it was a situation where you know what, they had too many people. You're not going to accommodate everybody. That's what it went down to.
Ethan Page just didn't fit that style of wrestling. To be honest, he just didn't fit AEW. I like Ethan Page. I liked him in TNA on the North. I liked him in AEW. I like him now in NXT. I felt that his comments, he should have just kept to himself. No reason to air out dirty laundry, but I get it. You're with the Good Brothers, and they're known to always be airing out dirty laundry.
A couple beers and shit, like, yeah.
Well, no, apparently they're sober now, both of them.
Both the Good Brothers? No,
they've been talking about the sobriety thing, but
shit, they're getting old. They're getting old.
Yeah, but like I was saying, it's just like I felt he could have. He didn't have to say those comments about AEW, because there's going to be people that come from WWE who are going to say the same thing about AEW and stuff. It is what it is, there's certain things people don't like about where they work. And, Ethan Page, there was probably times where he was frustrated. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of times wrestlers are frustrated, no matter what company they're from. But he should have been thankful that AEW gave him the platform that he needed. Yeah. And he did what he needed to do, and I'm pretty sure there's one match that he probably had that helped Shawn Michaels decide, let's sign this guy to an NXT contract. But yeah, he's good for what NXT needs. Ethan Page is good for what these young talents want, and to work with. Like, I think he's going to be a good heel for them character-wise to work with and stuff. And Steve, finally, American Top Team is back. American Top Team has won a championship after many years of not winning. It's a beautiful thing. Dan Lambert did it. Dan Lambert does it again.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. American Top Team. And that being, of course, Ethan Page. But also on the show, just to give a quick rundown here. Obafemi defeated Wesley. Obafemi is just amazing every single time he goes out there. Wesley gave him a fight, but again, you knew Obafemi was winning this. It's only a matter of time till eventually he gets to call up. We talked about Keilani Jordan, Solruka at the top. But yeah, again, overall, this was, I thought, the better show out of the two. And also near the end of the show, I don't know if maybe y'all caught this or not. I don't know how many of you, after the result, just turned the show off and it's over with. But you see him Ethan Page holding the belt, and then white screen, Joe Hendry. Like,
so random.
It's just so random, yes. To my understanding, according to Corey Brennan, that he will be featured on both this TNA and NXT. So who knows, man? Now, is he, for all my TNA heads that are watching this right now, is he in the world title match anniversary, or is it like
no, I think he's
is it a Scrabble match, like a scramble? Like
yeah, they're doing like a scramble. Yeah. But I'll let you know, Steve. I'll go look at the Slammiverse. They've been having the good old qualification matches. So let's see.
Yes.
Oh man, Steve.
Oh, in the mud, huh?
Do you want to hear this great 6-way elimination?
Let me guess.
All right, so Moose is the champion.
Moose.
Yeah.
Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
Eric Young.
No.
Oh, well, screw
Eric Young lost to someone that's in the match.
All right, Joe Hendry.
Yes.
Just tell me the rest.
Josh Alexander.
Okay, former champion. It's funny enough, he was actually backstage at Money in the Bank.
Steve Macklin.
Bag him. That's all I know.
He's also a former champion. Why don't you give him the props?
Former champion too.
There we go. Yeah. Nick Nemeth.
Is he still a triple mega campeon?
That's a great question. Let me look at the Wikipedia.
I know he's no longer the New Japan whatever title that was.
That per deal. Yep, he's still the mega champion, and you're talking about the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. I believe the Bullet Club leader David Finlay
has that belt.
Is currently the champion. But this card, Steve, it's also filled with Jordan Grace taking on Ash by Elegance for the knockout title. Mustafa Ali is taking on Mike Bailey for the X Division title.
Oh, that's good. That's gonna get the edible ready. Get the edible ready.
And channel favorite PCO is taking on AJ Francis for the TNA Digital Media Championship and the Canada International Heavyweight Championship.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. This is TNA?
Yeah. TNA brought this belt back from the dead.
What are they bringing back again? The King of the Mountain title?
No, the Canada International Heavyweight Championship. The last champion was Abdullah the Butcher in 1987. And then Top Dollar brought this back with the explanation that Francis brought the rights to the title, and as the title's new order, he declared himself champion as of June 27th.
Also on my birthday, but it's fine. It is what it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Hendry, from the looks of it, he might be working with Ethan Page on NXT. So who knows? Maybe he gets to hold both titles. I think people would do that whole fantasy booking route with that, but we'll see. I mean, he's going to get exposure, that's for sure. Exposure. Speaking of which, we talked about Dwayne earlier, right? And all that stuff, and he was a big part of it last week. They finally released the documentary, WrestleMania 40. Now, this was supposed to drop, I guess, the week after WrestleMania, and people were anticipating it. And then they decided to pull the plug, like, oh, no, we're not airing it yet, what have you. And they finally aired it. It was an hour that, I'll be honest, I'm never going to get back.
Oh, come on.
But being honest with it,
I know.
It's
Like,
like, okay.
You didn't like The Rock saying that he did everything. Like he was.
You didn't like the meme that came out of it?
Oh yeah, of course. And that's when I told Cena to retire. That's when I told Joe Henry to start believing in all the memes that come out. That's when I told Hulk Hogan to start selling beer, right? And so on and so forth.
That story.
You know, so it was basically all dedicated to Dwayne.
Bro,
a documentary,
some propaganda ass documentary. It's crazy.
I should have seen it coming. Like, okay, if you're gonna take this long,
it was Dwayne and Triple H. They're whatever they laid out. I don't know. It wasn't impressed. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like stuff that we kind of knew.
It makes you wonder, you know, just how much better the original documentary was gonna be. Makes you wonder, like, all right, listen,
Roman was barely in it.
Yeah, he's only like what, one or two things. Oh, we love to swerve them, right, or some shit like that.
Dude, literally Roman, like the meme that I always post. I'm not showing up. Like, literally, this is all Roman did in the documentary. He walked. If we can keep swerving them, that's where the magic happens. And stuff like that's literally what he did every time. And then there was one time he was scratching his beard. He goes, "You know, I'm prepared for everything. I don't know if I'm prepared for this." And I was like, oh, okay, like Seth Rollins only had like 2 words. This is the most craziest WrestleMania build I've ever been a part of. And then never heard from him. So what was so crazy about that?
Cody got a bit.
You saw him running with his dog, right? It gets in the cold weather and shit.
What a marketing guru by Cody.
Oh yeah.
All the press in his moment. Yes, the Wheatley vodka right there as he's the press. He goes, gonna not let this deter of what the plan and the acting. Triple H though, he literally is such an asshole to The Rock, man. No, Triple H is an asshole to The Rock. Like, easily could have avoided this by not making Cody win the Rumble. But of course, Triple H was like, we gotta have Cody win. He's over. We don't want to derail any more momentum. Like, what are you talking about, Triple H? You're about to derail him by having to win this Rumble and then not go for the title that he wants to go for? Like,
yeah.
What? Like he totally did that so that way The Rock didn't have.
What was the backup plan? Because Seth was gonna face Punk. So,
yeah.
Well, yeah. Remember,
this is why I didn't like this documentary. I thought this was going to break down everything from the not just the big match. I thought Triple H was going to break down the whole chaos, like talking about CM Punk's return and how it's like, you know, I had Seth and CM Punk, big rivalry, big match, blah, blah, blah. Punk gets injured. I don't have a world title match anymore. Rock wants to face Roman, Cody versus Seth, Like, I thought this was what we were going to get. And then him having to choose Drew McIntyre and why he chose McIntyre out of all the people. Like, this is what I was expecting. No, instead we just got The Rock being like, man, I did it all. I knew it. I called Nick Khan and Ari Emanuel at midnight and let them know I'm the final boss. And they loved it. Like, can you imagine you're just sleeping and you're and I'm pretty sure Nick Khan still has a generic iPhone ringtone. It's like, hello, Nick Khan here. Who's this? Hey, Nick, it's Dwayne. Oh, hey, Dwayne. What I'm the final boss. Huh? New gimmick, final boss. What do you think? Hey, let me get Ari on the line now. Ari, guess what? I'm the final boss. Yeah, Dwayne, that sounds great. We like that, man. We really do. I'm going back to bed.
I called him at 2 a.m.
Yeah, he said that. He was like, I called him at midnight and I let them know I'm the final boss. That's what he said. That's what Rock said. I'm not twisting this. I'm not.
I believe it. Yeah.
That's what he said. I thought that making that's what he said. This motherfucker. This whole documentary, it should have been like, we should have done a drinking game for every time The Rock lied in this documentary. Take a sip.
For real. Now, you know what I wish we would have done? We should have done a while. Now, granted, had we not known what the fuck it was going to be, I was going to suggest, and thankfully I did not, Now, but as you mentioned, we should have done a drinking contest to this shit. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should have.
Yeah,
we should have done a live watch along to this shit. Watch as a family, live watch along, react, and the rest is history, basically.
Yeah, the rest is history. You know, I told Steve maybe you should do a watch along to this documentary, and the rest was history. You know, like fucking Dwayne, dude.
Yeah, that's when I
like
told
you could tell when his voice was edited too. It's so fucking bad. Like and the edited voiceovers, like, oh my god. I was just expecting a lot more in terms of like the whole booking decision. Like I was expecting like Triple H to break down the whole WrestleMania card and not give every match some time, but like maybe he was like, and then Ray came up to me and said he wants to face Tom again, and I said, oh, all right, yeah, sure, why not? Let's just do it again. It's a match people liked last year. Let's do it again this year. Like, I was expecting that. Or like Jimmy and Jay, them talking about their match too. Like not just The Rock being like, and I'm the final boss now. And it was a great time. And think of the entrance. And I know where the line is, Hunter. You don't have to tell me where to walk out and stuff like that. Like I was just like, it was such a Rock like jerk off session, bro. Like this is something I expect Dana White and the UFC to make, not the WWE.
Gotta save some footage for the CM Punk documentary.
Hey, did you see El Benito? El Campeón getting his own 24?
Yeah, that's true. You got some mania behind the scene there.
Yes, yeah. I look forward to that. I missed those. Like, those 24 specials. I missed those.
Hey, put up Crystal Clear.
I'm proud of you, man.
This is a good one.
WWE is talking about bringing the Women's United States Championship and Women's Intercontinental Championship to the main roster. Cool. I think
I don't like it.
It's a cool.
It's weird. Because,
cool that you're thinking about it, but I just think, really, to be honest, it's way too many titles.
Not just that, but the PLEs are only 5 matches. Where are you gonna have time to put those matches? Those titles.
You don't want to come off. And again, if you're gonna add the main roster and developmental, right? There's already too many titles as there is. Right, you don't want to just over clutter each brand with just titles. I
think one mid card's okay.
Maybe one. I mean,
both. Like they kind of just bounce between. Yeah, I'm with Walter. Like I understand why they're doing. Let's be real. They're not doing it because we want to give the women more. It's because these belts sell out on WWE Shop, and we want to make more for money. Based on they just want they want to put these belts. Yeah, they want to put these belt collectors through hell. That's the main reason.
I think it would be better than WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, then get rid of the women's tag titles.
They got to get rid of those.
Yeah, you have to.
Like just tell Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, just be like, one of your titles is the women's US. Your title's the women's IC. Because they're no longer a team.
Here you go. You're going to Raw. You're going to SmackDown. There you go.
Do that. They already have belts. Fuck it. Well, I do a whole tournament.
You know what? We're gonna go at it, and we're gonna merge. We're gonna unify the winner.
Free my girl, Kaden Carter, bro. Like she's been like her and Katana Chance are like going nowhere. Kaden Carter deserves a singles run. Why not? Just have it where they can still be friends. Like
free.
Kaden Carter could just be all like.
Let them go to Ring of Honor and join MXN.
No, I'm saying let her be a singles wrestler.
Okay.
Free her from just being a tag wrestler. I'm tired of seeing Kaden Carter and Katana Chance take on. This is them. They just wrestled just have it like her and Katana can still be friends. They can still party and stuff. Like Katana can go party on SmackDown, Kaden on Raw. Who cares? Whatever.
There you go. Let's move on here real quick. Some little AEW talk. Now, we didn't do a set on Thursday. It'd be the 4th of July, but the big thing that came out of Dynamite, MJF finally turned heel again, back to his natural form. After Daniel Garcia went up against Will Ospreay for the International Championship. And you know what? Daniel Garcia gave it his all, his might, to no avail because Will Ospreay won, bruv. And it looked like there's a moment of the match where MJF was going to give him the ring, wanted to give Daniel Garcia the diamond ring, the diamond ring. And Daniel's like, no, I don't need that. And it cost him. At the end of the match, it looked like, hey, MJ gonna lift him back up and and embrace him, right? I think they were in Buffalo, right? Were they in Buffalo? They were, right?
No,
I don't remember.
Buffalo was last week. They're in I don't even know.
They were in Mississippi.
They were in Canada somewhere. Whatever.
Canada. Next week they're in Canada, pal.
Yeah,
come on.
You don't pay attention to the show.
You don't pay attention to the show.
Nevertheless, at the end of the match, MJF just low blows Daniel Garcia, leaves him to a bloody mess. Hits him with a diamond ring, hits Matt Menard with a diamond ring, and then he does a pile driver off the top turnbuckle on Daniel Garcia. Leaves him bloodied, right? Listen, I'll be honest. I thought it was good to see finally a heel MJF back to his natural form. I don't know how many of y'all. I don't know if y'all watched Dynamite live on. I know obviously it was 4th of July weekend the next day, but I'm sure we all saw the clips, right?
Oh yeah, I saw that part.
What was your thoughts on that, Walter? What was your overall thoughts on MJF finally?
Yeah, like you said, finally, it was the right move. This babyface shit was not working, at least for me. It worked with the whole Adam Cole stuff, but this whole solo, whatever babyface, it wasn't gonna work. And now I see why this segment the week before made a little bit of sense, because then on Collision, I sort of watched that MJF promo. He addressed he was like, what the fuck? How are you gonna deny an all-in match against me? So I get why Daniel Garcia is involved. That's probably gonna be the match for All Out, because you can't forget there's All Out after All In.
Yeah.
You can't forget that.
But
good on MJF, because this MJF Ospreay feud, they're gonna be two baby faces. You got to make someone a heel, and MJF's the easiest.
My question now is, what do we do with the Undisputed Kingdom? What the fuck?
That's dumb.
Just forget about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, just be like, oh, that have MJF just play dumb, being like, oh, so this was a theme, huh? Oh, okay, and then stuff like that,
I know on Rampage, Collision. He did a promo talking about Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay only cares about ratings from a guy named Dave, and how MJF only cares about ratings from a guy named Nielsen. Funny enough,
doing a great job so far from that.
Funny enough, the ratings came out on Friday.
No, those were Fast Nationals.
Remember last time that happened?
Well,
it's not real.
The ratings came out on Friday for Dynamite, because remember 4th of July.
Yeah, I know.
No. Those are Fast Nationals. Come on, those couldn't be real.
Give it till tomorrow.
I know. But the rating was 688,000.
Yeah.
It's a little bump. It's a bump up. It's a bump up. So good for them.
Oh, what much bump? Yeah.
It's just a little boost up.
They'll get to the 7th one day.
They'll be back there. But again, I feel like they're doing. Just read Tony Khan's piece today. Should we read these pieces today?
Yeah, sure. What did he say?
Why not? To wrap up, to put a bow on this finally.
That was a good episode of Dynamite too.
Hangman
Page came back. We didn't talk about Hangman.
Yeah, Hangman Page came back.
Hangman's back and everything, man. We didn't even talk about that. Who you got to think is winning, Hangman or Danielson? What team are you on?
Well, I don't know. For a lot of people, this is like the feeling being restored again. So,
we always get these matches. We had a win from each guy and a draw.
So people are in a predicament because they don't know who to get behind here.
For story purposes, Hangman could win it. Yeah.
For me, I'm still rooting for Dragon Dog. I cannot have Bryan Danielson's AEW run end with no title. Yeah, I'm rooting for him to. For sure. I don't care. Oh no, you want to put fuck that. Bryan Danielson's legacy deserves a championship in All Elite Wrestling.
It's not like Swerve. Steve, he can lose the title before All In anyway.
Yeah, make these bigger. Make these bigger.
Gotcha.
I will make them bigger, Steve. But make them a little bit bigger. Make them something.
There you go.
Oh yeah, keep scrolling. Keep going. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I want to read them.
What the hell?
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, go up. There we go.
Right there. Thank you.
All right. Can you hit show more, please? Can you hit show more? Hit show more, Steve. Hit show more. Come on, man.
Click the tweets.
Yeah. Thank you all who watch AEW. Last Wednesday, AEW Dynamite was a #1 show on cable, plus #1 show on all TV in the 1834 demo. We are back soon. This Wednesday, July 10th, Owen Cup Foundation Finals. Bryan Danielson versus Hangman. Willow versus Mariah May. Much more on TBS this Wednesday. All right. Next week.
Who are they competing with?
Don't worry about that, Walter. Don't worry about that. No. Steve, go up. I don't care about these tweets from July 6th.
Collision? Come on, you don't care about Collision?
All right,
6 hours ago. 6 hours.
With the AEW plus WBD data team back after this holiday weekend, a fun thing we're researching is last Wednesday's July 3rd, the first time on AEW on TV, on TBS/TNT has ever been the #1 show on all of TV and viewers ages 18 to 34. Not sure if it's our first, but great stat for AEW Wednesday either way. Wow. So,
he's not even sure.
He's not even sure.
Steve, just get back to the next tweet, man. Come on. All right. Per TBS research, as Wednesday's night's AEW Dynamite episode 250 approaches for our first time ever, episode 248 Beach Break was Wednesday's #1 show among viewers ages 18 to 34 in all TV, including network. See you on TBS, episode 249, Owen Hart Cup Foundation Finals on Dynamite, July 10th, this Wednesday. And it's Bryan Danielson taking on Hangman Adam Page. And that should be a really good match because Bryan Danielson has 1-1, Hangman Adam Page has 1-1, and they're both tied at 1. So it's going to be a big time matchup for the Owen Hart final. Winner takes on Swerve Strickland at All In, which is going to be a big deal. And then we have Mariah May taking on the former TBS champion and the defending Owen Hart Cup Women's Champion, Willow Nightingale. It's going to be a great matchup. But you don't want to miss it. Plus, we have Swerve Strickland coming back. He's going to come back and maybe address some things that he does not like. Jeff Jarrett's also the special enforcer for Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page. So that's something to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on that throughout the match. I think it's going to be a great episode of AEW television, and you don't want to miss it. You definitely don't want to miss this match. You definitely don't want to miss this show. It's going to be one of the greatest shows you've ever seen. So make sure you guys tune in this Wednesday, July 10th, on AEW on TBS, and let's aim to be #1 again on the 18 to 34 demo. I think it's possible, man. So let's get to that 1834 #1 again. It's going to be the greatest show of all time.
Any soccer going on?
Well, Walter, I'm glad you asked. I'm
trying to plug AEW.
This is Wednesday.
Can I plug AEW 250 real
Colombia,
quick?
Uruguay.
That's not really a concern, man.
It's not Argentina, but
I think if we were going to like a concern, but we're fine.
35 to 49-year-olds in the mud.
Romeo, be quiet, please. Anyways, as I was saying, AEW 250. You want to watch 249 because AEW 250. It's gonna blow the roof off your mom's house. That's how big this show is gonna be. It's gonna blow the roof off all your family members' houses. They might have to call you guys to get new roofs. That's how much roof blowing is gonna be going on during this. Like, it's gonna be crazy, man. We're gonna have probably one of the biggest main events.
Wait, what is Blood and Guts?
Walter,
Blood and Guts is in the middle of July, Walter. Don't worry. I'm talking about AEW 249, which is happening on Wednesday, and then 250, which is going to be the
following
the
Big Bang Theory, of course. Give it the Big Bang Theory. Can't forget.
Okay, shut up. Anyways, as I was saying, AEW 250, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be the greatest wrestling show of all time, and it's possibly going to be the biggest wrestling show of all time.
What?
Tony dressed up clean for that white party.
Thanks, Roman. I think that my good party. There was no Diddy there. Stop.
He was invited to the Michael Rubin all white party.
Of
course, Diddy party.
Partying with Jake Paul. Partying with Patty Mahomes. Did you try to get Pat Mahomes to come to AEW, Mr. Khan?
Yeah.
I don't need Pat Mahomes. I have Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Hey.
Well, let me stop. My team still got Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Walter. By the way, that was very embarrassing. That Hard Knocks Hard Knocks scene that you guys.
Oh, come on! It was entertaining. What do you mean?
It's kind of bad, man. I would have not. I would not liked that. I would have done that.
Okay.
Good picture,
Gotcha,
Steve.
gotcha.
Good picture. Good picture. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, man. Did you guys see the net worth of the NFL owners? Did you guys see that?
Well, who's number one?
Well, Rob Walton is number one at $77.4 billion.
Walmart.
But us, working hard Americans. My dad, $12.2 billion. Not shabby.
I'll take it.
Mr. Khan, real soon the Euro is going to come to an end. We're going to start the season again. What's going on with Fulham, Mr. Khan?
Steve, I haven't really been looking at I haven't been looking at the at availability of players or the transfers. I've been really focused on this AEW. I don't think you've been paying attention to how great AEW has been the last few weeks.
Yeah,
it's probably been one of the best few weeks. We have Steve, let me finish, man. You want to cut out Paul, so let me fucking finish, all right? So you guys,
even here.
You want to cut him off, that's for sure. You got episode 249 this Wednesday, and then episode 250, Blood and Guts the following week. I mean, holy moly, this is gonna be the greatest stretch in AEW history. And then we also have the AEW All In show, and soon in Texas, the Road to All In series is gonna be great. All the shows happening in the same arena in Texas, and it's gonna be great.
Jam-packed. Gonna be jam-packed.
You heard Michael Cole say that in Money in the Bank? Jam-packed.
Whatever. But anyways, as I was saying, then All Out is going to be a great year for AEW. I really think you guys
All Out.
I'm just telling you guys, it's going to be great.
Well, Mr. Khan, I just want to point out in 39 days, you guys kick off the Premier League against Manchester United.
Man, don't worry, Steve. My team will be ready. My team will be ready. Don't worry.
You guys might win. You guys might be. You might. You got some players coming in. Not really.
Whatever, Steve. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm more worried about All Elite Wrestling, and these fans that are in your chat care more about AEW than anything else in the world. So maybe you should talk to me about AEW, not about soccer.
They were done when the Big Bang Theory forgot why they merged with the Acclaim to fight UDK. Okay. AEW All Out September 7th in Chicago, Illinois.
I mean, great show. Thank you so much, Crystal Claire, for promoting it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing.
Isn't it not Hoffman Estates, Illinois? It's not really Chicago.
You've never been in Chicago. You never lived there. You just
actually,
you just visited your brother. It's okay.
I went to the first Forbidden Door, Mister. I went to the first Forbidden.
But to be fair, WWE doesn't go to Chicago either.
They go to Rosemont.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Walter. Steve is just a little, Steve. He has his WWE bib ready. He has his WWE bib ready. It's always there to clean up his messy shirts.
What are you talking about?
I know. No, you're like the biggest WWE fan. It's all right, Steve. It's okay. Just say you love WWE more than my show. It's okay. I won't take offense to it, man.
No, I thought last week's show was a very good show.
Yeah, but you didn't even review it.
Well,
4th of July, my ass, man. What are you doing on 4th of July? Nothing, man.
Well, 4th of July. The 4th of July.
That's an excuse.
Well, Walter, where were you on 4th of July? Who were you?
Where was I?
Where were you, Walter, on 4th of July, Independence Day for the US of A? Mr. Khan's waiting. Where was Big Mike on the 4th of July? That's what people want to know, too.
We know Big Mike hasn't been showing up. I haven't seen him in the last 5 episodes.
Yeah.
To my understanding, Big Mike is training for his big title defense with the ATP UK title.
Yeah, and I was with Big Mike on the 4th of July. How about that? Helping him prepare against Carmelo Hayes.
Where is this ATP game? You guys gave up on it again.
It's on a little break, but because of the soccer,
Copa America, Euros, and there's some players.
All the people that tune into your channel for soccer, that's great.
Well,
Well, it's about to wrap up. We got the semis and the final. So
Exactly.
I never heard of a wrestling channel that would sacrifice its viewership to promote soccer. Whatever. But neither here nor there.
Well, you know, what can I tell you,
all
man?
my countries are out besides Argentina. So.
What do you
Well,
mean,
Walter, Walter, what do you mean? Walter, what do you mean, Walter?
Countries?
Walter, we got Peru Premium.
What's Peru Premium?
Canada competing tomorrow. Peru Premium.
So both of my teams are playing?
Peru Premium, bro.
Tomorrow?
Peru Premium, bro. Think about it, yo. Peru Premium.
The NXT in the mod, they competing against Argentina. We can't do
Well, nah, we're good.
what?
Tony just you
put that.
You put that. Come on.
What was your bet? I got a question, Tony.
Maybe you should enter the concussion protocol.
I got a question for you, Tony. At the party, what was your beverage of preference at the party?
Steve, I always love me a nice sparkling water with lime.
Water with wine? Okay.
No, sparkling water.
Sparkling water? Or Pellegrino?
No, like the fizzy soda water.
Fair enough.
I don't drink like that, Steve. Come on, man.
I must say as well, I thought the Hangman versus Jay White match at Collision was a very good main event, Mr. Khan.
It was the best match on Saturday. I can tell you that.
Some people well, you know what?
Saturday wasn't that good of a show, and I hate to admit that Sunday was a very phenomenal show by them. It was crazy to see the action that they had and some of the talent. I mean, obviously we blow most of their talent out of the water over there, but that was very impressive. I will say, that was very impressive. But we still put on probably the better show and the better matches overall, though.
Fair enough. You guys have any other question for Mr. Khan here? Taking the time out of his precious day. He has a big week coming up, big couple of weeks.
Episode 249 coming up is going to be great.
Any questions for Mr. Khan? Feel free to drop in your questions. Taking the time out of this precious day. Hope, again, everything is well over there and wherever you're at right now in the world. Hopefully look forward to these upcoming shows. You have Dynamite, you have Rampage, you have Collision. I think you also have a Ring of Honor pay-per-view coming up real soon too.
Yes, I do have everything coming up. It's gonna be the greatest thing.
Oh, look at this. Roman writes, who will have the better retirement tour, Cena or Danielson?
Romeo, thanks for asking, man. I can't answer that. Come on, man.
What do you mean you can't answer that question?
I can't answer that question. It's not a fair question.
Why?
Danielson is my wrestlers. John Cena is one of the greatest of all time for another company, but his legacy got tarnished when he was on that sort of NXT, where the views were finally under 1 million, which has never happened in his great illustrious career. So,
okay,
what? Danielson's not even retiring; he's retiring part-time. I mean, full-time.
Yes, full-time. It's Danielson. Come on now.
I mean, that I wouldn't say my answer, but that probably is my answer if I were to say an answer.
Okay. Let's see here. I did like that little vignette that aired during Collision on Saturday. Many people were wondering, hey, what could that be? People were saying maybe an upcoming talent. Ricochet. Part of me thought maybe it's Aerostar. Maybe you signed Aerostar to AEW.
Well, that's where you guys just have to. I'm going to steal a line from Paul. Just watch.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, Mr. Khan. I see that, again, you got a busy schedule ahead of you, so we're going to let you go now, Mr. Khan. Thank you for the time.
Thank you guys so much once again. Make sure you guys tune in to AEW Dynamite 249 this Wednesday night, Owen Hart Cup final. It's going to be a great final. Bryan Danielson taking on Hangman Adam Page for the right to face Swerve Strickland at All In for the AEW World Championship. And don't forget Jeff Jarrett, special enforcer, So keep an eye on while you're watching this match. And then we also have the defending Owen Hart Cup Women's Champion, Willow Nightingale, former TBS champion, too, looking to, possibly become AEW Women's first ever Triple Crown if she ends up beating Mariah May to move on to face Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Champion and be the only woman to say that she has held all three. Well, I mean, I guess Britt can also say that too, because Britt's going to be also basically Mercedes Moné, hopefully at Forbidden Door, not Forbidden Door, so All In. And well, been a busy week, guys. But anyways, I cannot wait. It's going to be a great match between Mariah May and Willow Nightingale. Swerve Strickland's going to speak. Will Ospreay's going to speak. We're going to have a lot of different things on that show. You don't want to miss 249, and keep an eye on 249 because episode 250, it's going, like I said, it's going to blow the roof off all your family's houses. So you might have to call some roof people to fix those houses later in the week, guys.
Let's fucking go.
Thank you, Mr.
See, you can play the explosion. I like the explosion. It's funny.
No, well, could you ask nicely? Since you asked nicely.
Is officially out, motherfuckers.
There you go. Oh, see, man, he was damn Chase. Tony Khan's on fire today, bro.
Yeah, he was so on fire. I didn't even get a chance to ask him anything.
He popped.
How many times did he promote 249 and 250? Jesus Christ!
I know, right? Like, holy shit, dude.
We know what's on the card. Yeah, this is why he does his job well. He knows how to promote.
Exactly. Well, I think it's about that time we put a bow on the show, guys. You guys have been awesome as always. You guys are awesome. We leave each and every one of you. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't get to watch the fight, but I know you probably did. Any thoughts on the Masvidal versus Nate Diaz boxing event that took place?
Well, I think what helped them was the fact that your boy, Steve, Shakur Stevenson,
put everyone to sleep. I heard. Listen,
poo doo. That guy.
That
guy stinks.
Yeah, it wasn't. You know what it was, bro? Ever since he fought what this dude, the Mexican guy who trained with Canelo back in the day.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Ever since that fight, it just went again. Not that he's been losing every fight. That was the last time I saw him as dominant. Just gave someone a beating, and after that, it's just been like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, no. See, this fight was hilarious. It was like watching your two drunk uncles fight for no reason. Nate, this was probably one of the best looking Nate Diaz I've seen since the Pettis fight. Like, he looked really good, putting his pressure. Masvidal, he looked kind of bad in the beginning, and I feel like it was funny. It was kind of like almost the opposite. Normally, Masvidal is like the stronger fighter in the early rounds. Nate takes a while to pick up. I just think Nate won just because he put more pressure, and Masvidal definitely landed the more significant like power punches and stuff. But Nate, he looked good in the beginning. Masvidal took him a while to get things going. Like, he probably came back later in the later rounds, but I thought Nate Diaz won the fight. Like, I know some people said Masvidal won, but like, if you watch that fight, like, Nate won like the first 4 rounds pretty easily just based off pressure, and then the last 6 rounds were like toss-ups pretty much. And I felt Nate won more of those rounds just because he was a little bit more active. And I just felt that Masvidal, there was times where, like, yes, he did look good and he hit him with a strong counter punch, but then afterwards he looked tired and upset.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's interesting, bro. Again, I didn't get to watch the fight, but I did hear, I ain't gonna lie, part of me thought, Masvidal won the fight, and I felt like the fight went on forever. And again, I didn't realize that the fight was in California. You know what I mean? So it was like what, 2 in the morning? They're 1 in the morning. They're still fighting. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, cool. Because the thing was too, like, they had a huge ass undercard, and then Anthony Pettis was on the undercard, and he looked horrible, bro. He lost to Nate Diaz's sparring partner.
Oh no! Now I also heard Darren Till was on the card too, or
no, different show.
Different show. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, if Darren Till was on this card, he would be the co-main event.
Oh, for sure.
We got Danny Roberts, I want to say. Like, he fucking a while back, and then Shane Mosley's kid.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. But anyway, guys, I want to put a bow on this. Much love to all of you guys for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with Raw Rundown. Unless something happens, I don't know, but we're going to try to get the thing rolling again here on the channel. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up. Share through social media. You guys are awesome as always. You guys can follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Point Network. You guys can follow me over on the X at Heel Steven. Chase, let them know where can they check you out, bro.
Yeah, follow me on X at Chase Oliver 68 and YouTube Chilling with Chase. Sometimes I post on there. You'll never know.
Exactly. And of course, also check out Walter over on X at Hey Walter. Righty then, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. You guys are awesome as always. Again, guys, for myself, for Chase, for Walter, for John Cena, for Tony Khan, for the gang, this has been Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, everybody.
Listen. Fuck up. Get out.